What up everyone, Clayton here, and today we're back with another Elder Scrolls 6 wishlist. This is a video series I do every week where I talk about some of the stuff that you want to see in the next Elder Scrolls game. So if you want to make sure your voice is heard, make sure to leave a comment down below and I might pick it for the next episode. So yeah, we have 3 comments today, so let's go ahead and get started. The first one is from Gary Lowe. He says, I'm a big fan of Warwall, so I think that they should include it in the next Elder Scrolls game. But I think they should have it different than Skyrim or they had in ESO. Instead of having an ultimate generator that you use once per day, I think they should have a way of a werewolf, kind of like a vampire lord, and for the skill tree, you can get more werewolf transformations per day. So yeah, that was kind of confusing, but pretty much what he's trying to say, I think, is that it shouldn't be like once per day. You should be able to do it more than once. And I kind of agree. With werewolves in Skyrim, you can only use them once per day, so you couldn't really use them as a playstyle, because, you know, you use them once, then you would have to wait 24 hours, and then you could use it again. What I think they should do is like have some way, if like he says, if there's a skill tree that allows you to have more transformations per day, or maybe have a very short cooldown on it, because there's no real good playstyle for werewolves. I mean, you use it once per day, and then that's it. I know you can run around for a very long time as long as you're eating hearts, but if you get into one fight, there's only a couple enemies, you eat their hearts, but it only lasts about 2 hours or something, 2 hours in-game time, then you're kind of screwed for the rest of the day, so you can't really use your werewolf abilities. So I think in the next game, they should definitely have it as some sort of a cooldown, like a shorter cooldown, and maybe, like, instead of having it once per day, just have it, like, maybe like a cooldown of every so many hours, or maybe even have a way to have a shorter cooldown of it with maybe enchanting, maybe like a werewolf cooldown time lower thing. I don't know, but werewolves should definitely be tweaked in the next game. Another comment from Overlord Parkour. He says, more kill cams for axes and maces. There's only 2 kill cams each in Skyrim, 3 counting the decapitation perk, and they're really boring. I'd like to see something like a player drops down and smashes the enemy kneecap with a mace, and then brings the mace down on their face. Or an axe, the player could simply drive the axe blade into the skull, and kick the enemy torso and pull the axe out so the axe blade is free. So yeah, that's pretty graphic, but yeah, kill cams, they should really do something more with that. They added in a patch after Skyrim was released that they had ranged kill cams for arrows and magic, which was really cool, and I think they should have done way more of those in the game. But I think what they're trying to do is, like, for most Bethesda games or any like games like this, I think they just kind of, I don't want to say half-assed, but they don't really add as much as they could, because they know there's mods that could do it for them. I don't know if they really have that kind of like thought process, but they kind of leave out a lot of things that would be really cool to add, and then mods just add it so they don't have to work as much. I don't know if they're doing it like that, or if they just don't have time to implement it. But yeah, just like patches in Skyrim that could have added more kill cams would have been really cool. And if they have kill cams in the next game, there should be way more than, like, you know, 5 or 6. There should be like 20 or 30 to kind of keep the game enjoyable and kind of different. Because if you see the same kill cam over and over, it's gonna get really stale and something you really don't want to play anymore. If you use like, oh, I killed this guy the same way I killed him like 30 times. So the next comment, and our last comment for today, is from Alex Romero, or Romeo, Romero? I don't know. Seasonal weather would be cool. In 2011 Game Jam, it was shown, but not implemented into the Skyrim. But that would be cool to see in the next game, such as making it sunny during summer months and cooler during winter months. Hardcore mode would be cool, like a Fallout New Vegas. So yeah, they showed a lot of stuff for Skyrim that they didn't actually add into the game. There was, I don't remember when it was, but there was like, they gave like the developers like a week to work on stuff in Skyrim, and they like showed a bunch of it. Like they had spears, they had the vampire lord, which they ended up actually putting into the game. But yeah, seasonal weather would be really cool, and to kind of go with the hardcore thing, I know he was talking about something different there, but having like a hardcore thing where it's like, if in the winter months your guy gets colder, so maybe he moves slower, he needs more warmth. In the summer he gets overheated, so you can't have your armor on all the time because you'll get too hot, and maybe you'll faint, heat stroke, something like that. So maybe if they could combine the seasonal weather with the hardcore mode that he was kind of talking about, that'd be really cool. And even with the seasonal weather, maybe having like, maybe during the spring there's a lot more showers, you know, I don't know, in the fall just tornadoes, I don't know, just stuff like that that would make sense for the area that they go to in the next Elder Scrolls game. Since we do not know where the next Elder Scrolls game is going to be, if it's like in Argonia or Black Marsh where there's swamps, I don't know really how they could do seasonal weather, because I assume it's just one tropical temperature throughout the year, but I think it would be really cool. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like, and if you guys want your comments to be featured in the next one, make sure to leave your comments down below. Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and it's Clayton, signing out.